Peru has begun the huge task of vaccinating millions of elderly citizens against the coronavirus. One of the nations in Latin America hardest hit by COVID-19, emotions were high as the first vaccine shots were applied.
Long-awaited vaccinations have begun for the over 85s in 5 points like this across Lima. The idea is to vaccinate more than 11,000 before the end of the week, before expanding the rollout across the country.
The sense of relief for families was palpable. 85-year-old Santos Chipana received his first vaccine dose.
Muy contenta porque mi papi ya ha sido vacunado.
I'm very happy because my father has been vaccinated. I would say to those who are waiting that it's safe. Don't be afraid.
Around 50 mobile vaccine units will also form part of the inoculation drive, hoping to give shots to thousands more in their homes. The head of Peru's Social Security Service said the elderly had been added to the first phase of the vaccine rollout.
We've moved forward the vaccinations of the elderly from the second phase to the first phase. We still have more than 4 million elderly people in Peru, so it's a big challenge. We have an initial batch of 50,000 Pfizer vaccines, but to inoculate 4 million, there's still a long road ahead.
As more vaccines continue to arrive, the plan is to distribute 250,000 doses by the end of this month. The nationwide inoculation of medical professionals and hospital workers is almost complete. Also on the front lines of the fight against COVID-19, the police and the army were included in the first wave of the vaccine drive, which began last month. Peru's caretaker president said citizens over the age of 60 were also a priority.
Due to the vulnerability and fragility of many senior citizens, we've decided to include them in the first phase to avoid more deaths. Around 70% of the deaths so far have been in older adults.
Peru began its vaccine rollout with the first batch of 1 million doses from China's Sinopharm. It's also receiving Pfizer vaccines and has signed deals with Moderna and Johnson & Johnson. According to official figures, the coronavirus has infected nearly 1.4 million Peruvians and killed more than 48,000, though the true death toll could be twice as much. Dan Collyns, CGTN, Lima.